Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by and checking out this video. Appreciate your time and your support. Today I'm going to share with you 5 areas that really stick out to me that I'm really digging on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. It is my first foldable from Samsung. Now my very first foldable is the Google Pixel Fold, which I'm having an amazing time with. An amazing time. The Z Fold 5, it's basically happening. It's going on. I'm telling you, I'm having a very fun time so far, a little over a week with my Z Fold 5. But there are 5 specific areas that stick out to me outside of 4 major areas, which is connectivity, performance functionality, cameras, and battery life. All of that thumbs up, but I will talk more about that in a later video. The number one area that I love about this smartphone is the look and feel. Now, just looking at it, because it's slim, it's tall, it looks a bit weaker to me as far as the quality build. That's what my mind says. But as soon as I grab my Z Fold 5 and it's in my hand, I can definitely feel the strength, the solid quality build of this device. But for some reason, my brain is just saying, be a little careful with it because it's going to be fragile. But I'm telling you, it's not. It's built very well. Easy to use because of the thinness. And I know that creates some issues with the cover display, with some tasks. For me, it's more about when I use the keyboard or when I'm copy and pasting information from the cover display that I need for creating content. It's a lot easier to do it with the tablet mode display, all of that real estate, all of that landscape. When doing some tasks here on the cover display, it does create a little bit of more concentration, a little bit more effort. But coming into here, when it's in tablet mode, definitely a lot better. But regardless, I love the look. I love the gray matte texture back here. I love the camera bump. I love that the camera is a little bit taller. The gap is not there. I've never owned any of the other Z Fold series smartphones to be able to compare what that would be like. But this right here, definitely solid, definitely feels good. But at first, when looking at it, I'm like, it's just not this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? The shortness, the width, just feels like a real smartphone. This right here, the TV remote style, shape and size. Yeah, because most of our remote controls are about that. Maybe a little bit even slimmer. But yeah, no, hey, man, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So kudos to Samsung for giving us something that is a lot easier to hold in, you know, and there's 2 rights going on here. The Google Pixel Fold feels great in hand because it feels like a regular smartphone. I love having that substantial feel. This is thinner, but it still feels good. I have that much more control over the thinner. It's just when it comes to the cover display is when you're going to struggle with a few different tasks. Let's talk about the Hinge really quick. It is a very solid area. And for those of you that have had the previous generations, I know you're stoked about not having that gap. But the Z Fold 4 actually doesn't look that bad with that little bit of gap going on there. It really doesn't. But definitely digging this as far as my first Samsung Galaxy foldable. And I got to tell you, the Flex feels great. I understand why they call it the Flex. Solid, smooth, tight. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, moving on to number 2, the button layout. And that's important to me. Now, the layout that I really dig is what OnePlus does with their regular smartphones. And that is you have the power button on one side and you have the volume rocker on the other. And I love being able to utilize those areas like this. Now, what Samsung has done here is we have the fingerprint reader power button as one, and you have your volume rocker above that area. I love getting to the fingerprint reader power button just like that, and then hitting the volume rocker up here. Okay, so I love this layout. On my Google Pixel Fold, the volume rockers down here, power buttons up here, I'm automatically, even before I had the Z Fold 5, I automatically have gone to this area for the fingerprint reader power button. And then I have to remember it's up here. Is that a big negative? No, it's again, it's just trying to learn how to utilize those areas time after time after time. But I like this setup better. Definitely digging it. And yeah, this would be better on my Google Pixel Fold. Number 3, the display. Now, both displays, the outer, the inner displays are gorgeous. Fingerprint reader is just freaking fast. Freaking fast. That could be an extra added bonus area. It just works flawlessly. Flawlessly. Now, as far as the cover display, it is gorgeous, vivid, and sharp. I have watched movies and videos with the cover display just to compare this area to the inner display. And either way, you're going to get a great experience. Just gorgeous. Whether I'm multitasking, creating content, watching movies, videos, this display is amazing. It does not fall short whatsoever. The crease, it's definitely there. Now, I mean, it's noticeable depending on which way you are holding your Z Fold 5. You can see it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. When you are immersed into what you are doing, you're not going to notice that crease. Watching movies and videos, it just disappears. When I create content or I'm web browsing, checking out my Google feed, the little social media that I do, I don't even notice that it's there. Unless you're just staring at that area. Well, then yeah, it's there. But it's not a big deal. It really isn't. Now, to add to the experience of both displays, number 4, the speakers. The speakers sound great, whether you're listening to music like this or you're watching video content and utilizing the speakers, again, with the cover display. But when in here, man, it is that much better. It really is. So I'm going to find a KV music video and play that so you can hear the speakers. So I'm going to speed up the video really quick as I go searching for a video to play. Now, didn't those speakers sound great? The audio quality being fed into my ears is just amazing. Now, the last area is something that I didn't think about at first, and then I realized when I'm putting my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 into my pocket and pulling it out, it is a lot easier than when I'm putting in and pulling out my Google Pixel Fold. So I got to give it to Samsung with the slimmer device. Okay, even though we talk about the cover display not being an area that you might go to right away because of how thin it is and how you may struggle with some certain tasks. So you're jumping right into that inner display. Again, Samsung wants you to do that. But day in and day out, as I begin my day with the case It is a lot easier to put this smartphone, the Z Fold 5, into my pocket and take it out and start using it. And that counts for something, along with all the other areas that I talked about. And I may discover more as I continue using my Z Fold 5. Share with me down below in the comment section areas that you really dig and you don't dig when it comes to using your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. As a first time ever foldable user from Samsung, so far, thumbs up, man. Things are looking great. Stay tuned for more on the Z Fold 5. Thanks for coming on by once again and checking out the content. If this is your first time coming on by and checking out Team My Project 13, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and sharing the videos on your social media. And with that, God bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. Peace. I am out.